Hello and welcome to Digging Deeper with Kent's Cavern. Today we're going to be talking to you about the different archaeologists who have worked here in this cave. For 500,000 years, Kent's Cavern has been a place known to people. Firstly as a place of shelter and survival, but more recently as a place of adventure and mystery. 200 years ago, Cant's Hole as it was then known, was a place where you might find bones and pottery buried in the ground. This sparked interests of prehistoric rituals and burials that might have happened here and encouraged people to come and dig in the ground to learn about their past. The first systematic exploration of Kent's Cavern happened in 1825. It was carried out by an Irish priest called Father John McKennery. John McKennery worked for the Kerry family in Torquay, and he spent his spare time in Kent's Cavern digging in the ground to find bones. Amongst bones that he found, he also discovered flint tools from early humans and came to understand that humans and prehistoric animals must have been living on the planet at the same time. Now this completely contradicted his beliefs based on the teachings of the Bible, and despite the controversy it might have caused, he recorded what he found objectively. John McKennery knew that his work would never be regarded as scientific fact. He was excavating in parts of the cave where the floor had already been disturbed, and it could be argued that modern humans had placed those flint tools amongst the bones of the prehistoric animals. McKennery wrote a detailed account with lots of illustrations of the things he found at Kent's Cavern, and although his work was never published, it would go on to become some of the earliest evidence for proving the antiquity of man. In 1865, William Pengelly led the great excavation of Kent's Cavern, and it lasted for 15 years. To avoid the same controversy that McKennery faced when finding his tools and animal bones together, Pengelly devised a meticulous excavation technique. He removed foot-long, three-dimensional yards from the cave and inspected the contents of each one. Pengelly's method was so accurate that we can use his data today to pinpoint exactly where in the cave his artefacts were found. Archaeologists all over the world are using techniques developed by William Pengelly. Another notable excavator of Kent's Cavern was Arthur Ogilvie. He carried out 2 excavations at Kent's Cavern, and his greatest find was a small piece of human jawbone. It belonged to a Homo sapien and is dated to be around 42,000 years old. That's important because it implies that modern humans and Neanderthals were living in Britain, possibly even here at Kent's Cavern, at the same time. The finds that have been produced by Kent's Cavern are so important that they are now part of a designated collection. The majority of them are kept at Torquay Museum, but they were sent to museums and collections all over the world. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.